Everybody. um, this is me and Sigrid were talking about. I showed her this acrylic, this piece in a video, and I told her where to go, and she just absolutely loved it. But she was telling me that she has no alcohol inks, and I told her you can make them. And she asked me, will you show me how? Now, although there's lots of videos on YouTube to how to make your own alcohol inks, I'm doing this for you, Sigrid, and always a good excuse to do a video. But I did discover something new, so that's why I wanted to especially do this video. Now, I have done my own alcohol inks in the past, but I really didn't have, wasn't really happy with them for the reason that at that time I was working a lot with alcohol inks on plastic, because I would do, it's something like you would do, Sigrid. You're doing the bottles with markers. I was doing them with alcohol inks. And so that's why I ended up buying them. And because, you know, I would see these beautiful flowers done with alcohol inks on videos, and I wanted to get that same effect. And the one that I was doing at home, I was not getting that effect. So here, playing around before doing the video, I thought, you know what, I'm going to try something new. Now, I got hundreds of markers because, you know, guys, know 4 kids, and like one of my kids' his birthday is in September. So for his birthday, when he would have birthday parties, he would receive, you know, packs and packs of markers and pencils. And so I got so many of them. And because, you know, I have 4 kids that went to school, and you know the way it is, when they go to school, they want the new, you know, the new pencil case with the new markers. And usually these pencil cases would come with markers. And then, oh, Mom, I need a 24 pack because at school they need all different, okay. Anyways, they stopped using them. Even my youngest one is not using markers anymore, so I got tons of them. And the reason why I'm getting back to why I didn't like my homemade ones is because on plastic it would result, you know, too transparent. It wasn't nice and concentrated like the ones we would buy. So today I'm playing around, and I realized, because I have so many markers and because I have the same colors of so many markers, I'm doubling them up. So I'll show you really quick how I do them, and I'll show you the difference between one done with, you know, one marker, the way they show it on the videos, and how it's done when you put 2 or 3 markers in there, like you get a nice big concentrated color. So I'm going to show you here. Our alcohol here in Italy is pink. It does not affect the color at all. So I already filled up a few bottles. I'll get this one that has just a bit more, and I'll show you what I do. So I'm taking these off. These little bottles, by the way, I have so many of them because my niece was collecting them for me. And in here, what would you find is, I'll talk when I'll start working. So I'm just going to start picking this tip off with a pair of pliers. Naturally, if you want to, you can wear gloves, because see the way I had them clean up until 5 minutes ago, until I had to do something and I dirtied my hands. Here in Italy, they have a whole different method on feeding babies, right? As I remember in Canada, what I do remember is there they would start with the pablums, you know, the things of cereal, and I'm just going to pop that in there. And the and fruit. I think we would start with fruit. I'm not sure, because I had my kids here. So naturally I'm, you know, doing what my doctor says to do. Not because, you know, you don't just go ahead and feed them what you want. But the way they start here with the kids is, in here you would find powdered meat. Liofilizzata, which I should have looked it up, sorry guys, what it means. But it was powdered meat that you would put in, you know, like a cereal type of papina. And then you would start with the pastina. You know, it's pasta that's very, very, very tiny, because here the diet's different here. It's just different. So, oh, that one came out fast. So I took the tube out of the back. Now, you guys, I'm saving these. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I will save them. It seems like something that I could do for kids. You know those things that you find in the pediatrician office that you know, they have the little wire things and the beads? I'm wondering, you know, making one of these with all these little tubes, you know, cutting them up and I don't know, something. They're nice colors and I think they can come in use. So I'm just going to grab my cutter here, hold it with the pliers and cut down the middle on one side and then cut down the middle on the other side. Now these markers, some of them are run out, some of them aren't coloring anymore, but there's still color in here. Some of them are working, but like I said, I have so many of them and it's useless. I have my own set, like it's a set that I bought that kids would use at school, and they're not, you know, water markers the way, you know, a lot of people on YouTube have them. Now I do have these pro markers, and why I have these is, get this, every time I would do an order from this store in Rome, and if it was over 100 euro, and it usually was, especially at the beginning, you know, we're going back about 2 years, when I was ordering things and like I just wanted about everything, and I was, you know, they would send me one of these. So I've, you know, gotten a nice little collection doing, you know, doing orders, and they would send me one every time. So that's why I have those, but they are beautiful markers. And make sure it's all cut through. Okay. You don't have to touch anything. You can do it all with your cutter, and if you want to, you can put on gloves. I do not know how to work with gloves, you guys, even cleaning the house. And I'm like a Javex person. I use lots of, you know, bleach to clean the house. I have a dog in the house, so, you know, I want to clean the house with bleach, and the bathrooms and the kitchen. I use it for everything. So this is just one marker, you guys, and I'm going to show you. Let me get rid of this. The difference. But I don't know how to work with gloves. It's like, I don't know. I just don't like them. I do sometimes in the winter time when, you know, the change of weather gets your hands really, you know, I'll have my hands like with little cuts in them. And then, you know, I have to wear them because my hands won't get better if I don't. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the difference between one marker in here and a couple. Now this thing, I'm just going to leave the marker in here soaking. In fact, here in the blue one I have it in there. If you guys listen very carefully, you can hear Dottie snoring away. No, she stopped. She stopped. Okay, now I want you guys to look at this. These are the two colors I made today, right here. These are original colors, right? These are Tim Holtz or My Italian Mark Stamperia. So I'm just going to grab a little bit over here and show you. Now on paper, they come out beautiful. It's on plastic where I have the problem, right? So on paper, you can see it perfectly. It's a beautiful color on paper as well too. You have to wait till it dries. But on plastic, it just, you can't see the color. So I was, you know, thinking today, I was looking, I said, oh gosh, I have so many of the same colors. Why not try making it nice and concentrated? So that's the first one there, right? Now I'm going to put another marker in. And you see this one, big one here. Where'd my pliers go? I have such a mess on the desk. So I'm going to take, oh, that one just broke. That's okay. See if I can take the rest off, because there's lots of color in the tip. It's just breaking up, you guys. Let me see if I can get this picker. Oh, I lost it. Okay. So I'm just going to take this one off. These are a bit hard to take off. You got to kind of, you know, have a little bit of patience and fiddle with them. And this is a different marker. You know what, you guys, I just might have to, if it doesn't come off, I might have to grab another one of the type of marker that I already used before. Oh, it's coming. She's coming out. There we go. Okay. And look at this one. It's a big boy. There's the top. It just stuck right in there, right? Put it back in there. And now what I do need, you know what I need, you guys? Those things that I've been seeing them on YouTube. They're long and skinny, and you kind of like little pumps where you can grab it, because naturally these bottles like this is not really, you know, ideal to use. You're going to have to make them in a little bottle, you know, just for your baby jars and these things here. You know, if you have a friend that has a baby, start saving them up. And so that way you can make your own colors. But then once it's in there, or, you know, you find eyedroppers, that's it. So I'm going to stick this guy in here and help it down with a piece of stick. You know what, I'm going to put out a bit far because I noticed that I'm getting out of camera too much. I'll show you close up. Okay, you can already see that the color is really natural. Now, judging by the outside of the markers, they look like the same color, right? Even if they're two different brands. So that doesn't bother me. And then you can mix colors as well, too. I'm sure you can mix colors and make beautiful colors of your own. Okay, so now I'm going to try. Now, this is the way it dried, you guys. See that nice little lime green? Right? And it's more concentrated now. Now, it was like this when I put it on the paper. It'll tend to go more, you know, fade a bit as it's drying. And let's see if I can grab the heat gun here. Okay, so that's the difference. One marker, two markers. Right, this is very pretty. But if I were to put that on plastic, I'll just get a piece here. It's kind of dirty, but that's okay. Now, if I was to do this the last time, I should have done it so I could show you guys how it would be. With just one marker in it, you could barely see it. So now you can see it on plastic, which, you know, my homemade ones weren't working good on plastic, but, you know, I didn't think about it back then. Try putting 2 markers in, or 3 markers, or whatever you have, to make it nice and concentrated. So that's coming out beautifully right there. It's perfect. And like I said, I showed you the difference between the bought ones and ours. So if you do want it more concentrated, try 2. I'm going to try another color here with you guys now. I have all my little bottles ready with a little bit of alcohol. I'm not filling them completely up. Yeah, that's what I need. Eyedroppers, ear droppers. You know, I have to see in the pharmacy if I can find this type of thing. So I was thinking of doing some purple ones here. So I got 2, 3 of the same color. But I will try just with 2. Oh, secret. Remember what we were talking about this morning on Facebook? I think I'm going to back down on that. Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I'm kind of chickening out. Oh, gosh. If she doesn't chicken out, you guys, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to pronounce anything yet, but it's going to happen pretty soon. We'll see how I feel about it when it does happen, if she does it. Yeah, see, here's what I mean, you guys, that it doesn't, they don't come down very easily sometimes. And let's see if I can poke him out. Sorry, you guys. It's almost there. Okay. Yeah, it's funny that our alcohol is pink here. There's white alcohol. I've seen it. That's transparent. Not white, transparent. It's usually sold in pharmacies. You won't usually find it in a supermarket. And this is 90% alcohol, by the way, huh? I can't remember, you guys. I went back to see, I punched in alcohol inks, homemade alcohol inks, and there was a whole bunch of them, but I can't remember the one I did actually watch, so, I could tell you guys go there. But there's so many of them, so you just have to go in and look. Yeah, but I am going to have to find a way, because these little bottles, they're not going to work for me like this. I have to find something to, to take them out with. Okay. It's funny. I just did a pink one previously, and look at that. It kind of looks muddy, brownish, but it does actually have a beautiful color. And I'm noticing with the purple one, it's kind of like muddying up as well, like the other one did. So I'll show you this pink one I did here, which is a beaut. I love this pink. It's gorgeous. There. Isn't that pretty? But on the outside of the bottle, it looks muddy, so I wrote pink on it. The other colors, you can see pretty much what they are. Okay, I'm going to try this purple one. See, it would have been good if I had a whatchamacallit. There you go. Now, like I said, on paper, it looks beautiful. It really does look beautiful. It's on plastic that I want to see more. So I'm going to put another one in here. Throw this away. You guys, I'm literally surrounded with boxes of pencils and markers. There we go. Yeah, these ones are coming out pretty easy. These are a bit hard to take out, you guys, sometimes, huh? Kind of have to fiddle around with them. Coming. There's the constructor men that are screaming in the background. You know us Italians. Loud and drama. Oh, wow. We're known for that. Loud and drama. Oh, who wrote me a message? I still have to answer her back. I read it really fast and I started laughing. And she was talking about, I think, family reunions and us Italians talking with our hands. It's true, though. But I notice lots of people talk with their hands. Lots of people. You don't have to be Italian, that's for sure. But yeah, we are known for that. Okay. Oh, that looks pretty. Let me get this off here a second. Yeah, it just turned muddy, huh? I have it in front of me, you guys. You can't see it from there. I'll show it to you now. It looks really muddy. So I'm going to have to write on this one too, purple, so that way, because with, with this type of color that it's showing, it doesn't, does anybody know why? Like, it's not doing it with the greens, it's not doing it with the blues. Okay, get nice and concentrated. Here, you guys, I don't think anything would happen if I just left the sponges in here. Naturally, you can take them out, but I noticed taking them out, you're losing lots of color as well too in them. You'd have to squeeze them with your hands, and that's where it could get really dirty. Okay, now we're going to try again. So there's the purple right there, right? First marker. And second marker. There you go. Now they're both nice. They're both very nice, but and you can see that it's much more concentrated as well too. You're not only adding more color, it just gets more concentrated, the alcohol ink. So there you go. I hope, Sigrid, you like it, and you just have to buy, you know, if you're going to the dollar store and buying markers, get 2 packs. So that way you have the same color, 2 of each, a bottle of alcohol, and little containers. And you can make yourself, if you buy a pack of 12, you've made yourself 12 colors of alcohol inks that you can use on plastic, you can use on cans. I use mine on cans a lot too. On paper as well too. This is photocopy paper, so you can't really use it on normal paper. If you do use it on normal paper, you do have to put gesso on top. And yeah, alcohol inks are so versatile. You can use them all over the place. I love playing around with them. They're lots of fun. So I've just made myself new colors, you guys. I do actually really like this green here too, though. I want to see if I can get this green. Even if it's not so concentrated, but that's a really pretty green. And even the purple, the first one, is really pretty too. Okay, you guys, so that's it for today. And I shall talk to you guys all later. Thank you for watching, and until the next time, bye.